the diehard base of the Islamic Republic is probably like 20% of the population, maybe 20, 30%. And the diehard opponents arguably are bigger than they have been. And maybe you can, it's a very polarized society, and arguably they are probably 20 to 30% too. These are my speculations that I would argue are informed speculations, but regardless for the purpose of this. But I think, there's this middle of Iranian society that what direction they go in, this 50 to 60% that is deeply discontent as well, but that is worried about taking to the streets, instability. The record of Iran in the modern era has been a concern, something that worries many people to return to conditions of war and strife and all of that. So I think, the part of the government's game in Pezeshkian has been to, as a prelude to harsh crackdown, be like, we allowed some protests. They became riots, quote unquote. They were violent. But regardless, I think, it remains, we'll have to see how it plays out. I think ultimately it's going to depend on where a critical mass of Iranians go. Like if the government represses harshly, intimidates, people from coming into the streets, and the calculation for that critical mass, that middle chunk of Iranian society, is to stay at home and not take to the streets. I think similar to past protest cycles, it'll fizzle out under this repression, but yet the state is still going to be in this very weakened state with no real good options, and probably more protests coming or lasting in some capacity over time. Or if a critical mass of people do decide to take to the streets, they've had enough, then we can might move into a full-blown uprising, revolutionary moment. I think obviously we can't say with certainty as of now, but that's kind of just my lay of the landscape.